Hi, in this video I'm going to discuss content marketing, since practically everything on this website relates to content marketing in one way or another. In fact, this website is an example of content marketing, but what exactly is it? Content marketing, and we've all been exposed to it, simply means that you as a business owner, business personality or media personality supply information, entertainment or education in an attempt to build and retain an audience. And we do that in order to promote our businesses, attract clients and to sell products. So here are some exceptionally successful examples of content marketing. Okay, so in this part of the video we'll look at some people who are successful at content marketing. So here we are on the website of Jon Loomer. He's a Facebook marketing expert, and the content that he supplies, not surprisingly, relates to Facebook and the tactics and the ever-changing strategies that are needed in order to be successful on Facebook. So here he is, he's writing about an article with a heading of "No More Like Gating," and that relates to a recent change in the rules at Facebook to try to stop people forcing people to like things in order to see content. So if we look down the page there, what it means, why Facebook did it, why it makes sense, and so on. So he's supplying useful information, useful content to Facebook marketers. If we look down here on the right hand side, we can see other blog posts that we can click on. If we look up a little bit on the right hand side, we can see that he's doing a video blog. We can see he's doing a podcast which he calls the Pubcast, and then he's got sign-ups for products which would involve handing over money. So if we click on this one, for instance, Tell Me More WCA Workshop, we see that this is a course for $147. Okay, so the point is, it's content in order to build an audience and sell a product. Let's look at somebody else doing the same sort of thing. Mary Smith, she's very well known on Facebook. She bills herself as a social media thought leader, top Facebook marketing expert. If we look down the page, we see she's doing the same thing as Jon Loomer. She's reading all the latest news releases from Facebook, listening to what people are saying, keeping her ear to the ground and coming up with articles. Newsflash, Facebook just announced two very important newsfeed updates, and one relates to clickbaiting and the other to link posts. So it's useful information in exchange for an audience's attention. If we click on her about page, which our audience no doubt will do, you can see that she has got a few web properties, marysmith.com and a few others, from which you can be sure that she'll be selling things. Back to her timeline, you can see that she offers free webinars, Facebook classes, blah de blah de blah. It's content in exchange for the audience's attention. Melanie Dodaro, let's have a look at her. She does the same thing on LinkedIn. Social selling training. She goes into companies. One of the things she does is go into companies and trains the sales force on how to use LinkedIn to build business to business sales, because LinkedIn is currently bigger than Facebook when it comes to B2B usage. Facebook is bigger when it comes to business to consumer, but business to business, LinkedIn is the way to go. Social media marketing, keynote speaking, she gets up and speaks as well. And again, if we scroll down her LinkedIn page here, you can see she's got articles that you can read. Here's one. 10 reasons, this is very apt, 10 reasons why you should publish content on LinkedIn. And she goes on to tell you pretty much what I'm telling you, which is position yourself as an expert. LinkedIn might promote you. In other words, if somebody's searching for the product that your company offers, they might bring you up the search ranking. reach your second and third level connections, and so on and so forth. So again, she's offering content. In this case, she's more interested in branding herself than a company. She is, well known as a social media expert, so she's branding herself. Let's have a look at the next one, which is PewDiePie, and this is a guy who's got two revenue streams from YouTube. To begin with, look at the size of his audience here. 30 million subscribers. Then look down at his videos, see how many people watch them. This one has got 27 million views, this one 56 million views, this one 13 million views. And what happens is when you click on one of these videos, of course an advert immediately starts running, and PewDiePie here is sharing that revenue with Facebook. With YouTube. He's getting a split of the advertising revenue for millions of views. So he must be doing extremely well out of this website. And as with all content marketing, I've watched bits and pieces of his videos, and he does have a good key on who his audience is. He's known to be humorous, but it's humor that's aimed at that age group. It wouldn't necessarily work for people who are over 50, for instance. So he does understand his audience very well. But the other thing is, if you click on one of his videos, and let me just try and stop it running, and then click show more, you get to the links. Now this is his second revenue stream. If you click on one of these, or a few of these, you get taken to sites like this. This is PewDiePie's t-shirt range. And because he's got so many fans and admirers, you can bet he sells an awful lot of t-shirts as well as an awful lot of advertising. So he's doing extremely well by making videos, by supplying content. Lastly, we'll just have a little think about email marketing. Here's GetResponse. They're an autoresponder provider. Email marketing, Webwiser, my website here, uses email marketing. I invite people to opt in to a email list, and the idea is that you then send them out your audience valuable information, just as you would from a blog or a Facebook page. But every now and then you can pitch a product if you have one, or remind people of the service that you offer. In my case, it's web design, but it could be anything. So, I've shown you 5 different ways here that people are using content marketing, and you don't have to be nearly as successful as the examples that I've shown in order to reap the rewards of content marketing. The vast majority of content marketers do it at a much lower key level, but the methods are broadly always the same for everybody. And if you do it well and you do it consistently, and consistency is the key to this, you've got to, if you're blogging once a week, don't suddenly start doing it once a month. You've got to stick at it. You can grow your business very substantially, but often, particularly if you don't advertise, it can take a while to build your audience and to get people coming back. Sometimes it may. In fact, I'll show you some statistics in later videos that show that that people do social media marketing more once they've been doing it a year. In other words, those that persist see that it's working, and then they tend to throw more resources at it. So I hope that's been useful. I hope I've reminded you at least of what content marketing can do. And I hope you'll think about all of the methods that we've discussed here. It doesn't just have to be a blog. It doesn't just have to be a Facebook page. It can be all of the above. So I hope that's been useful, and I'll catch you in an upcoming video.